The UK economy flatlined between July and September, according to the latest figures from the Office for National Statistics. Interest rate rises have hit all areas of the economy, especially new house building and consumer spending. Here's our economics editor, Faisal Islam.
When construction companies are going bust, house building, like at this new development in Sussex, can grind to a halt, and so can the entire economy. 5 minutes away at the Lancing Industrial Park, the effects of fewer new houses has a knock-on impact at the factory for newly built kitchens.
We're currently tracking at around 30% down as a general market around house build new sites. And that in turn, of course, is impacting our business heavily. So certainly for us as a business, it is a growth problem, not an inflation problem. So inflation can also always be tackled by different measures. And it all comes back to the market decline that we have seen across house build as an industry.
At Iagos cafe on site, stability is better than a falling economy, but the owner, Lucy, says purse strings are being kept very tight.
People are being very careful what they buy. They don't have lunch every day necessarily now.
So you stopped eating breakfast and they stopped having lunch every day?
Yeah, sometimes people don't come in for a couple of days, whereas you see the same person every day. Yeah. I think people are being very careful with their money.
Next week's figures on inflation should be better news, with the headline rate possibly falling below 5%, still high, but less than half what it was a year ago. But today's figures show an economy failing to grow and at worst still at risk of a mild recession.
Morning team, how are we? Hi Faisal, nice to see you. You well? Yes. Good.
As he finalises his autumn budget, the Chancellor is pinning the subdued economy mainly on interest rate rises.
It is of course the case that while you are bearing down on inflation, interest rates are higher, that will have an impact on growth. Despite that, the British economy has performed far better than many people predicted. But what we now want to see is really healthy, strong growth, and that's what you'll be hearing from me about. Lots of things that we can do to unlock that growth going forward.
One thing people would talk to directly is the idea that if you cut taxes, you can help boost growth.
My priority is growth, so cutting business taxes is the thing that's most important at this stage. When it comes to personal taxes, there are no shortcuts.
But the opposition says that stagnation is now a new normal.
There's got to be a plan for growth in that autumn statement. Over the last 13 years, the UK economy has drifted along with barely any growth at all. And as a result of that, working people have got less money.
Back at the industrial estate, sausage makers have a sense of the entrails of the economy.
Trying to keep a positive attitude. You can't give up and go home. You just have to find a new way.
Recession avoided for now, but firm recovery remains elusive. Faisal Islam, BBC News in Sussex.